Hello, this is David. I'm going to show you how to do this CTA project. So the first thing you want to do is get 3D Slicer, and you're going to have to load that from the internet. If you don't know how to do that, just look at the YouTube videos that Helen sent out. You're going to go to your file and then double click on this image rank 2. That's going to open up this. Then you're going to take bone mask image rank 2, take it, drag it onto your image, load it as a segmentation. Okay. You will see the green bones. Click this to make it bigger. This is to scroll it or scroll with your mouse. Now we're going to go to segment editor. Segment editor. This is the bone, the green bones. Let's add something yellow. Let's call it aorta. Okay. Now let's click this threshold. Threshold range 114 to 3000. Okay. Editable area outside all segments. Apply. Let's hide the bones by closing the eye on the green and then click on the aorta. Now you will have the aorta, plus you have organs and other things like bones here. Okay. So now let's look at it in 3D. Hit the 4 boxes. Hit the show 3D. Hit the middle button here, and let's make it big. To move this, use your mouse to move it around. Scroll in and out to magnify it. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is remove the table. So that's causing a lot of problems. So hit aorta, hit scissors, erase inside. Draw around the table. Okay. Hit the arrow so we can move this. Let's remove the legs also. Okay. Hit this to center it. Let's remove the chest wall. Hit this. Okay, so we're starting to improve a lot of things here. And let's remove this, all this stuff behind. And we don't need the stuff in the front right now. Okay, so now that you have this, let's remove the small islands. Hit this red with the green around it. Remove small islands. Remove the 100 voxel islands. Apply. Okay, so that should make it a little bit cleaner. Alright, so now you see that here's the aorta, and then here's the common femoral artery. There's a missing piece here. So your job is to finish creating that. Actually, let's remove the rest of the heart here. This is kind of annoying. Alright, so now let's look at it in the axial. Hit this 4 image. Let's hit the button here. Right click and drag to magnify it to change the window level. Hit adjust. Sorry, hit adjust, and then you can move it around. If you hit this select region, you can select one area and it's going to make it like adjust according to that area, but I don't like that. I like the adjust. You can close your eye on aorta so that you can see what the normal image looks like. So here's the contrast, and here's the clot. Let's put in the clot. So add a segment. Let's call that clot. Let's go to the sagittal. Okay. Magnify by right click, drag, shift, move it, right click, drag. Here's the aorta. Here's the clot. So let's draw in that clot. So to draw in the clot, you have to go to your brush. This is a brush. Let's do a spherical brush. Let's hit 3 for the diameter, outside all segments. And we can do the editable range. This is the areas it can actually pull out. So a clot is usually about greater than 10 HU, and the maximum is probably going to be 100 HU. Doesn't have to be that precise. Okay, so now that you have the range, 10 HU to 100, outside all segments, so you can now click, and then you will see that the brown areas are getting pulled in. All right, let's do it on the axial. Okay, I'm pulling in more than the aorta, because here's the inferior vena cava, but we have to deal with that later. And you're not pulling in the, okay, and then here is a tiny piece of the common femoral artery, probably. Sorry, the common iliac artery. Okay, so now that we have this, here we have on the 3D image a piece of the clot. Okay, this is not perfect, so you're gonna have to make it better. Let's turn on the aorta. So you see that here is good contrast, here is the part of the aorta. There's still some problems, of course, so you're gonna have to fix it. So to fix it, like for instance, this area needs to go. So if you want to erase the brown, click on the brown, click on the eraser, turn off the editable range, okay, and then click to get rid of that area. And so that way, okay, here's the left renal vein, so you have to get rid of that. Okay, you want to get rid of this also in the aorta, so click on aorta, click on the eraser. Okay. So, because that's not the artery, that's the vein. So here's the artery. Okay, so that's how you do that. If you want to remove the brown, click on the brown, click on the eraser. Okay. So sometimes you want to draw in things, and sometimes you want to erase things. If you see that you still have a missing piece here, you could just go in and draw it in. So pick the brown, pick the brush, spherical brush. Instead of doing the editable range, if you turn this off, then you can fill in anything. Okay. And that way you can fill in the holes. There are other ways to fill it in, but that's the quickest way I can show you right now. Okay. Right click and drag to demagnify. So you're going to spend time kind of refining this. And the other issue is making sure that it's separate from all of the bones in the back. Okay. So here it has some bones, so we can erase it. Once you are happy with the aorta, so you're going to erase the renal parenchyma and show me the aorta and then how it connects to the iliac arteries. You're going to save it. So go up to save. You don't need to save the scene. You're going to save the bone mask, but you want to put your initials in front of it. Okay, you're going to call it, instead of bone mask, just give it your initials and save it. Okay, once you save it, it will go in whatever folder you put, and then you can send it as an email attachment because it's very small, 277 kilobytes. Okay. So now you know how to erase, how to draw, how to threshold, move islands. So just use these techniques. If you know other techniques, you can use it. We want to see the aorta and then how it connects to the iliac arteries. So that's the challenge. Okay.